All right, foundation to maths, last session. In the first two sessions, we have discussed about the time value of money, the compounding effect, the discounting effect, and continuous compounding, e raised to rt wala part we have covered that. Then in yesterday's session, we discussed about the cash flow function, CF function of the calculator, and we also discussed about 1 by x function of the calculator. Uh, we didn't discuss about the frequency function of the calculator in the last lecture. We'll discuss in today's session कि वो f कैसे use करते हैं. But in the last 10 minutes, we have compared, I mean, we covered some part of the probability, which some of you might think very, very difficult, but it was actually put very simply. At a very simple words, it was put it. So I'll just try to recollect that part and then I will take today's session. So I want to, okay, I want to, let's say, I have, so I'm just changing the ink. Okay. So there are 10 subjects in the CFA. Okay, out of which I would want to choose 3 subjects to study today. One subject I'll study in the morning, one subject I'll study in the afternoon, and one subject I'll study in the evening. Okay, so one subject for the morning, one subject for the order, one subject for the afternoon, one subject for the evening. So order will matter over here because morning mein kaun sa, afternoon mein kaun sa, evening mein kaun sa. So order will matter over here. So how will I do it? Out of 10, I have to choose 3. But order is important. So in that case, what will I do? Out of 10, I need to choose 3, but order is important. So in that case, I'll use permutation. Okay, so it could be done in these many number of ways, whatever, 10p3. So how to do that 10p3? 10 p के लिए second and minus, that's the p, and then 3 equal to, I repeat, 10 second and minus, that's p, and then 3 equal to. So this could be done in 720 ways. Follow-up question like this. So let's say we are over here 24 students, out of which I'll call 3 names, and all of the 3 names that I'm going to call will be given a gift, and that would be same gift. Okay, let's say Book My Show vouchers, which are kind of useless now because the movies are not running. So cinemas are off right now. So useless voucher. But okay, let me say that I'm going to give 3 students same vouchers. Okay. So does the order will matter? If I take Ajinkya's name first, Jinal's name second, and Kushal's name third, or Kushal's first, Jinal seconds, and Ajinkya's last, does it matter? Out of 25 students, I'm going to choose 3 students, and for 3 students, I'll be giving same gift. So does the order matter over here? All 3 students that I'm going to choose will be given same gift. ऐसा नहीं कि फर्स्ट वाले को गोल्ड मेडल, सेकंड वाले को सिल्वर मेडल, थर्ड वाले को ब्रॉन्ज मेडल. All the 3 students that I'm going to select will be given same gift, and hence order doesn't matter over here. So what matters is whether I'm going to choose Dev, Mohit, and Ayush, or I'm going to choose Anjali, Ashish, and Bhakti. So which 3 students I'm going to select, that matters. Order in which I'm going to select doesn't matter because all of the 3 students over here whom I'm going to select will be given the same gift. So order doesn't matter. And when order doesn't matter, we choose combination. So in this case, it would be there are 24 students. Out of 24 students, I need to choose 3 with order doesn't matter. So it's 24C3. Let's see. 24 C के लिए second and plus. So that's C. And then 3 equal to, it could be done in 2024 ways. Next question. Let's say in a Olympic final, 7 players are running, 7 runners are running. In how many ways the gold, silver, and bronze medal could be distributed? There are 7 runners running in the Olympic final. In how many ways the gold, silver, and the bronze medal could be distributed? Let me ask some of you. Ashish, how many to choose from 7? Ashish, please unmute. Sir, my screen is totally black because they right now not share the screen. All right, Mohit, Ashish, I think there is some audio issue. Mohit, how many people to select? There are 7 runners running. How many people to select? Mohit also has an issue. Yes, Ayush.
Sir, 7p3.
Okay, so 3 people to select because there are 3 medals: gold, silver, and bronze. There are 3 medals. So out of 7, you should choose 3. Order
Yeah,
matters, or order doesn't matter.
order matters
Why so?
because like rank one will get gold medal and rank two
Good.
will get silver and rank three will get bronze.
Bronze. So the rank one will get the gold one, the gold medal. The rank two will get the silver medal, and the rank three will get the bronze medal. So the order matters. So when the order matters, what you should do?
Uh, Permutation.
Good. Dev and Ashish, please confirm whether you are able to see the screen now, or otherwise, yeah, please log out and log in again. Can you see the screen now? Okay, so please try logging out and logging in again if you're not able to see the screen. Update the Zoom also in case there's an issue. So you have to update the Zoom, but जैसे generally issue होता नहीं है. Anyways, so others, please pay attention. Out of 7, you need to choose 3. Out of 7, you need to choose 3, and order does matter because the first one will get gold, the second one will get silver, and the third one will get bronze. So the order of choosing this 3 does matter. So it's 7p3. Let's see. 7 p के लिए है second minus and 3, so it's 210. How many of you got that 210? Just answer it in as per the poll. How many of you got that 210? Out of 7, you need to choose 3, but the order is important, so you have to use permutation. So 7p3. One guy hasn't understood. Please raise hand. One guy couldn't get it. Yes, Dev. So 7 runners are running. Dev and Anjali, 7 runners are running. So 7 runners में से we have to choose 3 winners. The winner 1 gets gold, the winner 2 gets silver, and the winner 3 gets bronze. So the first one, second one, third one, ये जो order है matter करता है, and hence we are using permutation. In the previous example which I gave, that from the class I'm going to choose 3 students and I'm going to give them same gift. So as the gift was same, it was like not like first ke liye gold, second ke liye silver, third ke liye bronze. So as the gift was same, and that's the reason we use combination there. Here the order matters because the gift is different. Like the price for the first one is different, price for the second one is different. So order matters, and hence we use permutation. So 7 p के लिए second minus and 3 equal to 210. Anjali, is it clear?
Yeah, sir.
All right. Let me see how many of you could get it. Good. 91% of you could get it on your own. Good. All right. So this was the part I had covered in the last lecture and just device. Dev, can you see the screen now properly? Okay. I think Dev has some connectivity issue. Still no. Okay. I don't know, Dev. How do I help you out? Maybe try on a different device instead of laptop. Maybe try on the mobile then. Okay, you can see now. Perfect. Good. All right. So the next thing which I want to cover is about the very important thing related to the stock market, which is called as diversification. It said that you should not invest all your money into one stock. In English, it's called as don't put all your eggs into one nest. So basically, kind of don't put all your money into one company, just diversify. Because if something happens with that particular company, then all your money will be gone. So basically, diversify your money into various companies. So that is what we call as splitting in English, diversify in finance. So splitting your money into various companies is called as diversify. But there's one important point: as long as the money जिसमें आप पैसा split कर रहे हो, sorry, the companies जिसमें आप पैसा split कर रहे हो, those companies should not have high correlation between each other. I repeat, instead of investing money into one company, suppose I invest my money, I split my money into, so this is my, let's say, 30 lakh rupees. So instead of investing 30 lakh rupees into one company, I split my 30 lakh rupees into 10 lakh into X company, 10 lakh into Y company, and 10 lakh into Z company. This splitting for the purpose of diversification would make sense as long as X, Y, and Z, These three companies के बीच में जो correlation है, which I have not explained you what does that mean, the correlation between the XYZ company is lower. Okay. What do you mean that by the correlation? Correlation means whether these companies are similar or not similar. That means whether a particular economic event will affect them similarly or not similarly. If they are affected by the economic event similarly, then they are highly correlated. Then this splitting of money into three companies for diversification doesn't make any sense. But if a particular economic event will positively affect one company, negatively affect another company, third company would be neutral, something like that. That is, one particular economic event will have a different effect on each company, then the correlation between the company would be lower. So economic event could be something like corona vaccine getting released. So 2 days before, the government gave a permission for Covaxin and Covishield. So this is the economic event. So based on the economic event, pharma companies may do well, but IT companies will do bad because the Zoom, etc., may not be required in case the vaccine gets released and then there will be physical lectures happening. So in that case, Zoom, etc., will not be required. So tech company stocks will get negatively affected. Pharma stocks will be positively affected. So as long as the effect of the economic event will be different on each companies, then the correlation between the companies will be lower. But if the effect of the economic event on the XYZ company is similar, then the companies XYZ would have a high correlation. So basically, the splitting of the money into XYZ company would make sense from the diversification perspective. Diversification means risk reduction, by the way, which we'll discuss more in detail in the subject of portfolio management. Splitting of money, splitting of your 30 lakh rupees into XYZ 10 lakh each. This splitting of money would be a good diversification strategy as long as the correlation between X, Y, and Z is lower. And the correlation would be lower when a particular economic event do not affect XYZ companies similarly. If a particular economic event, something like interest rate increase by RBI, if RBI increases the interest rate and because of that the XYZ gets similar effect, they get affected similarly, then the correlation between them would be higher. It will not be a good diversification strategy then. For a good diversification strategy, the money जो आपने companies में split किया हुआ है, that company should have a low correlation. That means they should have, they should get affected because of macroeconomic event differently. So as I explained, as the corona vaccine gets released, pharma companies will get positively affected and IT companies will get negatively affected. So pharma and IT company ka combination would be a good diversifier. So how do we calculate this correlation? This correlation is calculated with the help of some mathematical tools, but that's just a tool. But the data which is required to calculate the correlation is past returns of the stock. Historical returns of the stock. So the three companies XYZ that I have mentioned on the screen, the historical returns for these companies would be required to calculate correlation. Correlation is for a pair. You can't have a correlation between three companies. So there will be correlation between X and Y, Y and Z, and X and Z. So correlation is there for a pair. So for example, if I talk about TCS and Infosys, they both belong to IT sector. So most likely they are very similar to each other. Correlation between them would be very high. Okay. So TCS, Infosys belong to the same sector. So as they belong to the same sector, they will be affected similarly, almost similarly. That's the reason the correlation between the TCS and the Infosys is expected to be high. But how do we calculate this? It's expected to be high, but how do we calculate it? We look at past historic return for TCS and we look at past historic return for Infosys. Okay, so let's see the past historic returns for TCS and Infosys. Obviously, I'm not taking you to the money control right now. I can, but actually it takes a bit of a data. So the speed becomes slower. I have tried it, so it becomes a little slower. So I'll give you some dummy values. Return of TCS, return of Infosys. Okay. First year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, seventh year. Okay, so let's say this is the returns. I'm just giving a dummy data. Okay, let me just give 5 years. Okay, so we got the returns of TCS and Infosys. Using this past historic returns, we'll be calculating whether TCS and Infosys are highly correlated or not correlated. If they're highly correlated, in that case, the diversification strategy of including TCS and Infosys will not be a good strategy. But if the correlation between them comes out to be lower, then in that case, the diversification strategy, which includes TCS, of including the TCS and Infosys, would be a good strategy. But एक important चीज I'm forgetting to tell you कि what do you mean by high correlation and low correlation? What do you mean by high? So if I talk about temperatures, 30 degrees से ऊपर we call it like it's getting hot, and if it goes below 15 degrees, then we call it it's becoming like quite chilly. So 15 degrees के नीचे we call it the temperature has become very low. 30 के ऊपर 30-35 के ऊपर we call it the temperature has become very high. So I need to tell you कि what do you mean by correlation being lower or correlation being higher? Okay, so high correlation matlab correlation above like 0.75 towards 1. Highest value of correlation is called as 1. So any correlation in the range of 0.75 to 1 is called as very high correlation, and correlation towards 0 or even negative correlations means low correlation. So 0.75 के ऊपर आया तो high correlation, तो diversification will not be good. But अगर correlation 0 के, I mean, if it is nearby 0 or even like negative, then we can say the correlations are lower and the diversification will be a good diversification strategy. So let's see. So now there is in the mathematics, there's a formula for calculating the correlation. So right now I'm not going into the mathematical formula because we are using a financial calculator. So this financial calculator can help us get the correlation between the TCS and the Infosys. Let's see how to do that. So what I will do is, please listen to me carefully, and along with me, you should put the values in the calculator. Before that, everyone has a calculator, right? Anyone here doesn't have a calculator? I had given the links. I hope everyone has a calculator. Anyone doesn't have a calculator, raise hand please. Everyone has a calculator? Good. All right. So obviously press on off and start your calculator. Then press second and 7. I repeat, press second, this button second and 7, which is opening the data function of your calculator. I repeat, second and 7, which will open the data function of your calculator. Second 7. Okay. उसके बाद press second and CC to clear the memories. जैसे हमने CF function में भी click करने के बाद भी press second and CC to clear the memories. वैसे after pressing second 7, you have to press second and CC to clear the memories. यहां तक कुछ डाउट है तो प्लीज रेज हैंड. ओके, यहां तक हुआ है तो प्लीज रेज हैंड नाउ. यहां तक, if you have done it, just seeing X01 on the screen, please raise hand. If you're seeing X0 on the screen, please raise hand. Rohit, Kushal, Sanat, Sanket. Have you got it? Rohit, Sanat, Sanket. Sanat, Pritha, Sanat.
Sir, no, sir. No, sir.
You haven't got it or till here?
No, sir.
I'll repeat for you. Second 7.
Yes, I've done till there.
Then press second CC.
Second CC.
Yeah.
It's coming like 4 decimal 0. It's not coming X01.
X0 is not coming. One more time. Second 7. And then press
Second.
second and CC. मतलब एक साथ नहीं दबाना है. सेकंड दबा के छोड़ सकते हो, उसके बाद CC प्रेस करना है.
Okay, sir, wait.
Second 7, second CC. Done.
Second 7, second C. It's not coming, sir.
यार कैसे नहीं आ रहा है? Are you pressing CC? Then it will go like this. You might be pressing just
Yes,
CC.
yes.
So you have to press second 7 and then second CC. You don't have to just press CC. You have to press second CC.
Okay.
पक्का X01 आ रहा है?
Yes, now it's coming.
Sanket and Pritha. Sanket, are you getting X01 equal to 0? Sanket, I think it would be Omkar.
Sir,
Omkar, are you... Sanket? Pritha, Sanket, are you
am
getting?
I audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible, yeah?
So yes, go
Sir,
on.
Yeah, Sanket, go on.
yes, sir. Yes, sir, I got it, sir.
पक्का? X01 equal to
Yes,
0
sir.
आ रहा है?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That didn't look very convincing though, but I'll trust you. Yes, Pritha, did you get it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, fine. उसके बाद they are asking about x01. So the x over there is the TCS. Okay, so x is the first series of data and then y is the second series of data. So the first value of x is 8%. अब यूनिट्स होते हैं, रिटर्न का यूनिट्स होता है परसेंटेज. जैसे हाइट का यूनिट क्या होता है? मीटर्स. वेट का यूनिट क्या होता है? केजीज. लिक्विड का यूनिट क्या होता है? लाइक लीटर्स एटसेट्रा. Okay, so liquid is in liters, height is in meters, weight is in kg. वैसे returns are in percentage. So the percentage are just the units, so you can ignore those units and just focus on the number. So x01, that is first value of TCS is 8. So press 8 and press enter. I repeat, press 8 and press enter. Any doubts till here? Please raise hand. I repeat, any doubts till here? Please raise hand. No doubts? Pakka no doubts? Scroll down. They're asking you for Y01. The Y01 is Infosys ka first value, which is 6. Okay, so I'll press 6 and enter. 6 and enter. Any doubts? Please raise hand. अगर कोई step पे doubt आ रहा है तो please raise hand. Otherwise, I'll have to really go back and forth. Okay, let me ask you this. Once you are done with my step, just keep raising hand. Are you done with X01 and Y01? Raise hand if you have done that. Don't forget to raise hand. Kushal, Sanket, are you done? If yes, then raise hand. Sanket, are you done? Sanket, are you struggling somewhere? Let me know. I will help you out.
Azus sir,
Yeah. Could you put X01, Y01?
can you repeat one more time, sir, please?
Could you? Okay, you want me to repeat? Okay. Listen to me on the screen and I'll keep your audio enabled only. Press second and 7. Second and CEC. Tell me done or not done.
Second. Yes, sir.
Press X01 as 8 and enter. Sanket, respond.
Yes, sir.
Did you
So after
press,
that, enter.
did you press X01 as 8 and enter?
Yes, sir.
Press downward key. Y01 would be 6 and enter. So press 6 and enter after you press downward key. Sanket, done?
My network, I think I have some problem with the
Fine.
network.
So, okay, so no
I'm
problem.
not-
So I would send you the video recording at that time. Will be see, because if the network is bad, then you will not be able to listen to me properly. So
Yes,
it's
sir.
okay. Okay, so scroll down. The second value is 10. So let's press 10 for TCS. So 10 and enter. Scroll down. The second value for Y is 12. So let me put 12 and enter. All right. Scroll down. Third value of X is -5. Now listen to me how to get the -5. You have to press 5 and then put this plus minus key. It will make the 5 minus. I repeat, you have to press 5 and then press this plus minus key. So that will give you -5. Then press enter. I repeat, press 5 and then press this plus minus key to get a minus sign. So this is how you get -5. Then press enter. Downward key. Y ka value is -8. Okay, so 8 with a negative sign and enter. Scroll down. Fourth value is the -3 for X. So 3 with a negative sign, enter. Scroll down. Y के लिए 10 with a negative sign and enter. Scroll down. Last value is 0 for X. So press 0 and press enter. And scroll down. Y के लिए 2 and enter. So with this, we have plugged in the complete data. Okay, so with this, we have plugged in the complete data. So now we need that correlation. Any doubts with plugging the data, just raise hand. I'm just lowering all the hands. Any doubt with plugging the data, let me know. Everyone has plugged the data? If anyone has struggled in plugging the data, let me know. I'll explain one more time. Right. No, good. So now after plugging the data, we should be getting the correlation. So for that, again, look on the screen carefully. For that, we'll be pressing the 2nd and 8 button. I repeat, pressing 2nd and 8 button. Most of you are going to see LIN, which stands for linear, on your calculator. Some of you may see 1 minus V or some weird thing. For those who are not seeing linear, please raise hand. LIN. Anyone is not seeing LIN on the screen, please raise hand. There are many people who are raised hand. Okay, so listen to it carefully. If you're not, after pressing 2nd and 8, if you're not getting LIN on your screen, then you have to get it by pressing 2nd and enter. This will be only one time. 2nd and enter. You have to press 2nd and enter. You have to keep pressing 2nd, enter, 2nd, enter till you get LIN. I repeat, after pressing 2nd and 8, if you get LIN, good. If you don't get LIN, like 10 to 12 of you who are not getting LIN, which stands for linear, you have to press 2nd, enter, 2nd, enter, 2nd, enter, 2nd, enter, 2nd, enter to get linear. If you got the linear, you can lower your hands. Anjali and Varad, did you get it linear?
No, sir, I'm not getting it.
Okay, so what are you getting on the screen?
X06.
Okay, after that,
Before this X Y05 is showing, but
वो ठीक है.
now
उसके बाद did you press 2nd 8? Press 2nd 8. Press 2nd
Yeah.
8.
it's 1 minus V something.
ठीक है, तो 1 minus V आ रहा है, तो press 2nd enter. What did you get?
LIN.
हाँ, ठीक है. LIN, did you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So you're done. Okay, just a second. Anyone else not able to say LIN? Ashish and Sanket, are you getting LIN? Ashish, you're not getting LIN?
No,
Hello,
sir. I'm getting 1 minus V.
Just a second. Sanket, are you getting 1
Hello,
minus
sir.
V? Just a second, Ashish, I'll come back to you. Sanket, are you getting that 1 minus V?
Yes, sir.
So press 2nd, enter, 2nd.
Yes, sir.
Keep on pressing 2nd, enter till you get LIN.
Yes, sir. I got it, sir.
All right, good. Ashish, did
LIN.
you get LIN?
Hello.
Yeah, Ashish, did you get the LIN?
Yes, I got it.
Good. All right. After that, press downward key. First is data, which obviously you don't need. This is simply telling you that there are 5 datas. Like there are 5 years ka 5 data. So that is useless thing. Okay. So we know that there are 5 years. So obviously there will be 5 series of data. So which we know it. So pehla wala scroll kiya to that's useless. So that's okay. Scroll it down. X bar ka matlab hai average value. So science background students will know that this bar means average value. Commerce guys know it. I mean, understand it that this X ke upar jo bar hai, that bar means this is average value. So X matlab TCS, that is average return of TCS. In the last 5 years, the average return of TCS is coming out to be 2%. Okay. Scroll it down. It shows SX and sigma X. SX and sigma X. ऊपर गए तो SX दिखेगा, नीचे है तो sigma X दिखेगा. This SX and sigma X are called as risk of a stock. Okay, SX and sigma X are called as risk of a stock. जिसके बारे में I'm not discussing right now. I'll discuss it a little later. Okay, mostly not in the foundation lectures. I'll discuss that in the regular lectures. SX and sigma X stands for the standard deviation, which is called as the risk of a stock. So ignore that at this point. Scroll down. You get Y bar. Y bar matlab Y का average मतलब अपने Infosys का average. So right, average return of Infosys is coming out to be 0.40%. Okay, fine. Scroll down. SY and sigma Y are the standard deviation, that is risk of stock Y. Just if I scroll up, SX and sigma X, where the standard deviation of stock X, that is risk of stock X, वैसे ही the SY and sigma Y are the standard deviation, that is risk of stock Y, which we'll discuss later on. Now this A, scroll down, the A and B are called as something called as regression things, which we'll do in level 2. Level 2 mein we have something called as regression, not right now. And finally, scroll down, then you'll get that R, and now you'll realize that R is 0.94, which was expected to be very high because TCS and Infosys belong to the same sector, and hence it was expected that ये दोनों के बीच का जो correlation होगा, that would be very high, and it comes to be 0.94, which is very high because I said any correlation about something like 0.75, 0.80 ke above is very high. It didn't come out to be low, it came out to be very high. So strategy of splitting your money into TCS and Infosys will not be a good diversification strategy. For good diversification strategy, you wanted a low correlation, but you are not getting a low correlation when you split your money into TCS and Infosys. Okay, so I'll repeat what you have to do. After pressing the data, then you have to press 2nd and 8. If you're getting linear, good. If you are not getting linear, then one time you have to do like this, keep on doing like this to get linear. And once you get a linear, X bar will give you average value of return of TCS. Y bar will give you the average return of Infosys. And last we will get R, which will be a little disappointing factor over here because the R came out to be very, very, very high, which means that this combining these two stocks in the portfolio won't be a very good diversification strategy. How many of you could get to that 0.94? Just raise hand. How many of you could get to that 0.94? Wonderful. Mohit got it. Okay. Ashish, Jinal, Niral, Uday, did you get it? Ashish, did you get it? Niral, Sanket, Uday, did you guys get it?
No, sir. I had some issues in my network.
Okay. What was the issue? Let me please explain you. Did you put the data properly, Ashish? 2nd 7, did you put that properly? Ashish, respond please.
Hello.
Yeah, Ashish, did you put the 2nd 7 and did you put the data properly? Ashish, you got a reply.
Hello.
Yeah, did you put the data properly, Ashish?
Yes, sir.
Did you press 2nd and 8 and you got linear align?
Yeah.
Then scroll down, 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 down till the last you get R there.
No, sir. I think there is some issue in network.
Okay, fine. So see the video recording. Uday, did you get it? Uday, I think you joined a little late.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Neeral, did you get it? You didn't raise hand. That's the reason I'm asking you.
Yeah, sir, I got it.
Got it. Okay, guys, please raise hand once once I say if it is done, raise hand because it will communicate to me that you're done. If you're not, then I'll be enabling your audio. Sanket, are you done with this?
No, sir, I am also have same problem, sir. The voice is not coming correctly.
No problem. Please see the video recording.
I'm facing problem.
Okay, please see. Ashish and Sanket, please see the video recording later on. For practice, let's look at another question. So this time I'm choosing the stocks from different industry. One pharma stock and one IT stock. IT stock, let's say TCS. Pharma stock, let's say Cipla. Okay, what's the famous medicine made by Cipla? What's the famous medicine made by Cipla? Cipla, Lupin are the very famous pharma companies. Which of the which is the famous medicine that Cipla makes? Reply, guys. In the chat section, you can type. Good, Jiten. That's the paracetamol ka branded version, which is Crocin. Many people don't call it as a paracetamol. The drug is paracetamol, but many people call it as a Crocin because they have branded paracetamol as a Crocin. So many people, when they have a headache or fever, they don't call it that I want a paracetamol. They go to medical store and they say, give me Crocin. So that's what Cipla has branded. So much branded the drug paracetamol that people forget that it's a paracetamol. It's not the Crocin. Crocin consists of paracetamol, but the brand of Crocin has reached to such a level that people forget. It's like a Xerox. So Xerox is a name of a company. The product is a photocopy. But we have got so accustomed to the word Xerox that we forgot it's actually photocopy. Crocin has done the same thing to the paracetamol. Anyways, coming back, let's say past returns of TCS and Cipla. I'll give you 4 returns this time. 10% and let's say 3%. 1% and let's say 9%. -5% and let's say 11%. and let's say 9% and let's say minus 13%. Okay, so we need to calculate the correlation between TCS and Cipla. As they belong to the different industries, expected that the correlation, which is by the way denoted by R is nothing but correlation, is expected that it should be lower. That's the expectation because they belong to different industry. Let's see whether it's actually lower or not. Okay, on the screen, first come out by pressing on off, so that you'll be coming out of the functions. Okay, then press second and 7, press second and 7, and then press second and CC. Don't just press CC. If you press CC, you'll be out of that function. So after you press second and 7, you have to press second and CC. All right, done. Okay, good. Uske baad the first is 10 and 3, 10% and 3%. So that's 10 and 3. So press 10, enter, downward key, Y के लिए, Cipla is Y, 3 enter. Okay, scroll down. Second value is 1 and 9. So X के लिए 1 and Y के लिए 9. Third value is 5 with a negative sign. Enter, and for the Y it's 11. So scroll down and Y के लिए 11 enter. Okay. Fourth value, it's 9 and minus 13. So 9 and enter, downward key, and 13 with a negative sign and enter. Any problems in the data entering, just raise hand. If you have any problems in the data entry, please raise hand. I hope you could enter the data properly. Yes, Anjali, where are you stuck?
Sir, by mistakenly I pressed downward key. So can you please
इसके बाद you press downward key?
Yeah.
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. You didn't press any number, right, over here?
No, I didn't press any number, but I pressed downward key.
That's okay. Now press second and 8. Now I think everyone would be getting linear. If you're not getting linear, please raise hand. Please press second and linear. If you're, second and 8, sorry. So press second and 8, and I hope you'll be getting linear. If not, please raise hand. I think this time everyone would have got linear. Good. And then scroll down till last value, and that is minus 0.73. The R is coming to minus 0.73, which means that the correlation is very negative, very lower, and that proves to the point that the correlation will be lower. I repeat, as correlation is lower, it could be even negative. Very good. If the correlation is negative like this, it's actually very good for the purpose of diversification. Higher correlation is bad diversification. Lower correlation, negative correlation is actually a very good diversification. Okay. और एक एग्जांपल करेंगे, थोड़ी देर बाद करेंगे क्योंकि अभी it becomes a little repetitive maybe. Yes, Dhairya.
Sir, this diversification, how to justify, what is?
I am actually not explaining that right now because diversification का मतलब है risk reduction. So when you buy two stocks which are very highly correlated with each other, like TCS and Infosys were belonging to the same industry. So if you buy those two stocks which are very correlated, highly related with each other, then it won't be a good diversification. It won't lead to risk reduction because TCS and Infosys are similarly impacted by a macroeconomic event because they belong to the same industry. So they will have similar effects on each other. So that won't be a good diversification. But if you buy like Cipla and TCS, one pharma company, one IT company, then pharma company and IT company won't be affected similarly by the same event. A same event could have a different impact on the pharma company and different impact on the IT company. So that different impacts is what leads to the diversification, which is in simple words called as risk reduction. But in portfolio management, we'll discuss more about it. Right now, I'm not able to explain it more because it's a foundation to math session.
Okay.
Jitin, basically that A and B value which comes before R, these are the regression values. I mean, you are from engineering background, so you'll understand it. I mean, all others from the engineering background will understand that A and B. If you remember that regression line in science or engineering course, that regression line, तो y equal to c plus mx, ये तो सबको पता होगा, y equal to c plus mx. So that's C, which is called as vertical intercept, that's A. And M, which is called as the steepness of the line, slope of the line, that's B. वो जो A और B आ रहा था, Jiten just asked me in the chat section, what does that A and B means? A is called as the vertical intercept and the slope is called as the steepness of the line. M is the B. So I'll just put it. Commas, guys, you can ignore it right now. So basically the line is like this. So the vertical intercept is called as C. The slope is called as M. So C is nothing but that A value, which you saw on the calculator. And the M is the B value. All right. Okay, commas, guys, you can leave it. Yes, Aditya, you wanted to ask something?
Yeah, hi sir. I wanted to ask that in these type of sums, the 90% of the entire work is being done by the calculator. So are we also going to learn how to do it on paper using the formulas and the method?
Yes, we are going to do that. And actually over here, we can do the calculator because there was something not given. If that something is given, it is called as probability. If probability is given, then calculator is unfortunately doesn't have a function to include the probability wala things. So I'll show you how to do it on the paper also. And I'll show you how to do it on the financial tools like Excel also.
Okay. Okay.
Excel, there is a function called as Corel. So with that, we can do it on the Excel, but obviously you should know what is the formula for that.
Yes.
So I'll tell you. Okay, let me tell you the formula, but if I tell the formula, many commas guys will be having a little bit of a thinky covariance, standard deviation, etc. So let me not go through the formula right now, but in the main course, you'll have to know the formula. So एक second, मैं बता देता हूँ formula. The correlation that we just calculated R is actually covariance between the two stocks, TCS and Cipla. Divided by the standard deviation, which was called as sigma of TCS and sigma of Cipla. So that's the formula, but we'll discuss this formula more in detail in the normal lecture. Okay, covariance and sigma, we'll discuss that in the normal lecture, but it's not that difficult. Now you are looking like what is covariance and what is the sigma. Don't worry. They say for you, it's like, you know, account payable, account receivable. For engineers, it's like this. Like what you are looking at like a sigma, which engineers know it, engineers and science background students know it. For them, in the next session, when I'm going to talk about account payable and account receivable, which you know about it, they wouldn't know about account payable and account receivable. So it's a fair playing field. You have an edge over them in terms of accounts, and they have edge for the little bit of mathematics. So with this foundation session, I'm just trying to bridge that gap. Okay, but good that Derry asked me to show that formula. I just show that formula, but don't get like boggled. What is covariance, what is sigma, etc. Ignore that. The point to tell you this was I wanted to tell you that two stocks with a higher relationship with each other, splitting your money into those two stocks which are highly related to each other won't be a good diversification strategy. You should invest into two stocks which are not related to each other. Like two companies in the same industry, TCS, Infosys, will be highly correlated. So if you see an investor who has put 15 lakh rupees into TCS and 15 lakh rupees into Infosys, and he's saying I have diversified, actually that's a very bad diversification, because TCS and Infosys, जिसने उसने पैसा split किया है, those TCS and Infosys are highly correlated to each other. On the other hand, TCS और Cipla में डाला है, TCS में 15 lakh, Cipla में 15 lakh. In that case, TCS 15 lakh, Cipla 15 lakh, TCS and Cipla are having a negative correlation, which means that the correlation is very low, so it will be a good diversification strategy. All right, good. Yes, Zaria, you want to ask something?
No, sir.
All right. So now I'll cover the last thing which I want to cover in the foundation to maths, which is about what is the return that you get from a particular investment. Be it stock, be it bond, be it currency, be it anything. What is the return that you could get from a particular investment? तो अगर एक सिंपल है कि मुझे आज इन्वेस्ट करना है, आज means t equal to 0, I should invest let's say 50, and at the end of the year, that is at t equal to 1, I'm going to get 70. So if it is 1 year period, t equal to 0 to t equal to 1, then we can simply calculate return as ending minus beginning upon beginning. 50 invest करके you are going to receive 70. So the return would be calculated as ending minus beginning upon beginning. Okay. This is valid for 1 year horizon. So 70 minus 50, 20, 20 upon 50, 40% would be the return. Another example, let's say you are going to invest into Burger King right now. जिसका price approximately 200 के आसपास चल रहा है. So you invest 200 right now, and at the end of 1 year, let's say Burger King reaches to 300. So you'll be receiving 300 by selling Burger King. Okay, so the return is for period of 1 year. So you could use that formula, ending minus beginning upon beginning. So ending is 300, beginning is 200 divided by beginning. 300 minus 200 is 100, 100 upon 200 is 50%. Any doubts? I hope मतलब काफी easy है, but फिर भी कुछ doubts है? Please note this formula could be used only if there is a 1 year horizon. So sir, what to do when there is a 2 year horizon? What to do if I buy today, t equal to 0 pe, if I buy Burger King today, which is at around 200 rupees, and if I sell it after 5 years for a price of 1000 rupees, then what would be my return? Please note, as the horizon is for a 5-year period, horizon is not 1 year period, then you can't do the ending minus beginning upon beginning formula. This formula, ending minus beginning upon beginning, can be used only when you are calculating return for 1 year. This is total period of 5 years, so you can't use this formula. So understand what you need to do. You have to do the same thing that we have discussed in the time value of money. What you need to do is you need to take this 200 ahead. Ahead means compounding. Compounding means multiplying. It's 200 into bracket 1 plus r raised to n. I'm taking it ahead for 5 years. So 1 plus r raised to 5. And that value becomes equal to 1000. I repeat it one more time. I need to take 200 ahead from year 0 to year 5. Ahead means compound. Compound means multiplication. So 200 into 1 plus r. R we don't know. So 1 plus r, and I'm taking it by 5 years. So raised to 5 equal to 1000. Okay, so we need to solve this equation now. So step 1, ये जो 200 है, उस 200 को वो बाजू में लेके जाते हैं. So over here it's 200 into, so on the other side it becomes divided by 200. So this 200 will go on the other side and become divided by 200. So let me put it on the other side. So it becomes divided by 200. So 1000 upon 200 becomes 5. Okay. यहाँ तक कोई doubt है तो please raise hand. Any doubt still here? Please raise hand. Yes, Jitin, is annualized return. Any doubt still here? Please raise hand. No doubt. All right. Then this raised to 5. I'm sorry. This raised to 5 on the other side will go and become raised to 1 by 5. Okay. So this raised to 5 on the other side will go and become raised to 1 divided by 5. So let me put this raised to 5 on the other side and become raised to 1 by 5. So I'll type this number first, 5. Okay, so I'll first come out of it. So for coming out of this, I need to press on off. So I'll come out of this. Then I'll type this number, this one number. I'm going to type this 5. Okay, then raised to. So this is the button for raised to. You know it. And 1 upon 5 is 0.2. You know it. But still, I'll do it traditional way. Open the bracket. 1 divided by 5. Close the bracket. Equal to. I repeat, I press the number 5 first. I'm pressing this number 5 first. 5 raised to, okay, raised to, open the bracket, 1 divided by 5, close the bracket, equal to. So I got that 1.3797. So this would be 1.3797. And then this 1, you take it on the other side. Ye jo 1 plus hai, that will go on the other side. And now that will become minus 1. So 1.3797 minus 1, the return would be around 38%. 37.97 means around 38%. This return is called as the annualized return because it's a period, total period of 5 years. So it's called as per annum return. or in the engineering syllabus or in the science background syllabus is called as CAGR. I think in the school days also it was word CAGR, compounded annual growth rate, CAGR. Okay, I'll take another example, but before that I just want to take a poll ki ye clear tha ya nahi tha. Agar nahi tha to please raise hand. I'm going to take another example, don't worry. This is called as annualized return, also called as compounded annual growth rate, CAGR. Good, most of it's clear. One guy has mentioned not clear. But that guy has not raised hand. Please raise hand if it is not clear. All right, Anjali. So where were you stuck? Yes, Anjali.
Sir, only 5 raised to 1 by 5. I didn't get it.
Okay, so did you realize ki it has to be done like this? I'll repeat it for you. The 200 has to be taken up. So taken ahead. So it will be 200 into 1 plus R, and I'm taking it by 5 years. So raised to 5 equal to 1000. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Then
Till
this
here I
200
got.
was taken on the other side and it was divided by 200. So 1000 upon 200 was 5. Is it clear?
Yeah, sir, I got it.
Okay.
Only on
Then-
calci,
Yeah,
I
so
didn't
then
get it.
this 5 was taken on the other side and became raised to 1 by 5. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, now listen to it carefully. So press 5.
Yeah.
Press raised to.
Raised to.
Open the bracket.
Okay.
1 divided by 5. Close the bracket.
Okay.
Equal to. You got it? 1.3797.
1. Yeah, I got it.
And then take this 1 plus on the other side. Make it minus 1. Then you'll get the value of R as 38% approximately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, I got it.
Good. All right, so let's take another example for practice. So let's say today I invest into SBI. T equal to 0, I invest into SBI. SBI का stock I think कुछ 250 के आसपास चल रहा है. And I'm going to sell it after 7 years. And expected price of SBI after 7 years is, let's say, 600. So let's say Aditya, can I use ending minus beginning upon beginning?
No, sir,
Why so? Why so?
because the time period is more than 1 year.
Good. Time period is more than 1 year. So what will you do?
You have to calculate CAGR.
Yeah.
like,
So how will I do
last
that?
time. So it would be
Go on.
x is equals to p into 1 plus r the whole raised to n.
Okay,
So
let's do
my
it
x,
stepwise. Let's take the 250 ahead. So I'll write equation 250 into 1 plus r raised to how many years? I'm taking it ahead.
7.
So raised to 7 and equal to 600, the ending price. So 250, the original price, I'm taking it ahead by 7 years. So into 1 plus r raised to 7 equal to ending price 600. Then next step,
We divide 600 by 250.
yeah, take the 250 on the other side. So where it becomes 250 into ke jagah divided by 250. Let me get that 600 upon 250. 600 upon 250. So that's 2.4. So I got this as 2.4. Next step.
2.4. Okay. So now we take the seventh square, the seventh power to the right hand side. That would be 1 by 7.
Good. So we take the 7 on the other side and it becomes raised to 1 upon 7. So how do we do that? 2.4 raised to 1 upon 7.
2.4. We
Is there
press
on-
y raised to x.
Yeah, raised to. That's raised
Brackets open. 1
open.
divided by 7 brackets close equal to.
to. Good. I repeat, 2.4 raised to bracket open 1 divided by 7 bracket close. I repeat it one more time. 2.4 raised to bracket open 1 divided by 7 bracket close equal to, it's 1.1332, and then yeah, go on. Aditya?
Okay. Yeah. So the answer is 1.1332. We subtract 1 from that. So that is 13.32%.
Good. This 1 plus will go on the other side and become minus 1. So I'll just subtract 1 from that and the return becomes 0.1332. That's 13.32%. Thank you, Aditya. So the return becomes 13.32%. Let me see how many of you had got it before me. Just want to take a quick poll. So I want to see how many of you got it without my help. Arian, please mark the poll. It's important to give me a feedback. 2 guys have not marked the poll. All right, so good. It's around 92% of you could get it on your own. 8% took my help. That's okay. All right. The final thing about the foundation to math session is about a multiple period return. But here we just looked at the beginning price and ending price. But if you invest into SBI stock for 7 years, in the middle years, you will get dividend. I mean, not you will, you may get dividend. So that we didn't account it for. So let's account it for that now, right now. So let's say I'm going to invest into TCS stock, or let's say Reliance stock. I'm investing into Reliance stock. So today I have to invest 2,000 rupees approximately, ye price approximately, and then I'm going to hold it for a period of 4 years. In the year 1, year 2, year 3, and year 4, I'll get dividends. Let's say dividend would be $20, 30 expected. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Projected, expected. $50 and $60. And then at the end of year 4, I will sell, and expected selling price is, let's say, 2,500. Okay. Now how will we calculate the return? Now it becomes a little difficult. Actually, sirf aisa hota tha. It was a little easy. We did that 2000 into 1 plus R, take it divided by 4 years, raised to 4 equal to 2,500. And then we had solved it. But now when there are cash flows in the middle years, it becomes a little bit of a tricky. So 20, 30, 50, and 60, the dividends, when they are coming in the middle. So listen to me carefully. How do you tackle this kind of questions? So first you need to note signs over here carefully. Year 0 में Reliance buy करना पड़ेगा. You have to invest. So over here you have to invest. Invest के लिए you have to pay money. Paying मतलब outflow, outflow मतलब negative. Okay, so for investment you will have to pay money from your saving account. You have to lose money from your saving account. So there will be a outflow. Outflow मतलब minus. Year 1 ये dividend मिलेगा. मिलेगा मतलब receive मतलब plus. Dividend received would be all plus. And then in the 4th year, you will be receiving 2,500. By selling the stock, you will be receiving 2,500. So again, this will be plus. So ये सब पैसा मिलने वाला है, इसके लिए plus dividend, and बाद में selling के बाद you will receive money. So all these are plus. And year 0 pay, because you're going to invest, that's a minus. All right. Any doubts till here? No doubts? Good, Jitin, you guessed it right. It's going to be, we have to do it with the help of a CF function. So over here, we'll be using the CF function. So everyone please press CF. I repeat, everyone please press CF and then press the traditional thing that you know to clear the memory of the calculator. Press second and CEC. After you press CF, you have to press second and CEC. अब लास्ट वाले एग्जांपल में CF0 में कुछ नहीं था, लेकिन यहाँ पे CF0 में 2000 with a negative sign है, because in the year 0 there is a 2000 with a negative sign. So press 2000 with a negative sign. You know how to get a negative sign? Press this button, dot के बाजू वाला button. Okay, I repeat, 2000 with a negative sign and then press enter. I repeat, press CF, press second CEC. CF0 on the screen is 2000 with a negative sign, enter. Scroll down. C01 is a dividend in the first year, which is 20, and enter. Scroll down, ignore the frequency. For today's lecture also ignore the frequency. Scroll down. C02 is 30. Okay, C02 is 30, so press 30, enter. Scroll down, again ignore the frequency. Scroll down, C03. The 3rd year cash flow is 50, so press 50, enter. Scroll down, ignore the frequency. Scroll down, C04 is 60 plus 2,500, that becomes 2,560. 60 plus 2,500 is 2,560 and press enter. Anyone doubt till the cash flows are entered? Anjali, any doubt? Raise hand.
No, sir, by mistake.
All right, Dhairya, any doubts?
How did you get 2560?
लास्ट ईयर में 4th ईयर में 60 का डिविडेंड है एंड 2500 का सेलिंग प्राइस है. तो रिसीव 60 फ्रॉम डिविडेंड एंड 2500 बाय सेलिंग द शेयर. So 60 plus 2500 is 2560.
So instead of entering 60, you have to enter 2560.
You can put like this: 60 plus 2500 equal to, and then press enter.
Okay.
Fourth year में apart from the dividend there is a selling price also. पहले वाले 3 साल में ऐसा नहीं था. But in the fourth year, apart from the dividend and selling price also, so you have to press 60 plus 2500 selling price equal to and enter.
Okay, sir.
Pakka clear hai?
हाँ, sir.
Anjali had raised hand now. Is it any doubts?
So without pressing equal button, I press enter. So how can I get back?
If you are getting C04 equal to 2560, then no problem. Are you getting C?
No, I'm getting 2500.
So press 2500 plus 60 equal to and then enter. Is that clear?
Yeah, I got it, sir.
All right, good. After this, I think everyone is clear with this. After this, press this button called as IRR. And but after this, press this button called as IRR. The full form of that is internal rate of return. Press that button IRR. You are saying you must be seeing 0 on the calculator. Ignore that 0. You have to press CPT button on the top left corner. That's 7.52%. So the return on the investment of Reliance is 7.52%. It's 7.52% per annum, which we also call it CAGR, compounded annual growth rate. I repeat, press IRR and then press compute. I repeat, press IRR and press compute. Okay, so for practice, I'm going to give you one question. I'm investing into, let's say, Burger King. T equal to 0. I have to pay 200 rupees of price. I think 170 could chal raha hai, 170, 180 could chal raha hai. Okay, T equal to 1, I'll get dividend of $10. T equal to 2, I'll get a dividend of $8. And T equal to 3, I'll get a dividend of $5. And then I'm going to sell, and expected price is, let's say, 250. Okay, so this would be outflow because I have to invest. So this would be outflow. And all this would be receipts. So all this would be inflows. Okay, so get to the CF function. CF, second and CEC. So this will clear the memories of the calculator. CF, second and CEC. CF0 is 180 with a negative sign. 180 with a negative sign like this. Enter. Any doubts? Please raise hand. Yes, Dhairya, you have any doubt?
So in the previous term, I got errors after IRR.
It's okay. Let's focus on this question right now because वो previous question में मुझे वापस जाना पड़ेगा. So just I'll keep you open. Press CF and press second clear work. Let me know it's done.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, CF0 is 180 with a negative sign. So press 180 and press plus minus to get 180 with a negative sign. Did you get it?
Yeah, sir.
Press enter.
Yes, sir. Did.
Press downward key. What is C01? See on the screen.
10.
Huh?
10.
Good. So press 10 and press enter.
Yeah, sir. Done.
Press scroll down. Ignore the frequency. Press scroll down. Come to C02. What is second year ka cash flow?
8.
Press 8 and press enter. Done.
Yeah, sir. No.
Press down. Ignore the frequency. C03. What is C03?
5.
And
250. So
which together
plus
adds
250.
255.
Yeah.
So 255 and enter. Done.
Yeah, sir.
Press IRR
Yeah, sir.
and press compute. What are you getting?
15.50.
Which means the return of the Burger King, the estimated return is not guaranteed return, is estimated because dividends guaranteed नहीं है. All these dividends are expected. ये जो selling price है, dividend ये सब expected है. तो जो return आ रहा है 15.53%, that return is a estimated return. It's not like SBI का बैंक का FD कि बैंक के FD पे लिखा होगा 6% return would be paid. So this is 15.53 is not a printed return, it's a estimated return. So I repeat, if it is a horizon of 1 year, do ending minus beginning upon beginning. Okay, that was the first thing that we did. If horizon is 1 year, it's ending minus beginning upon beginning. If horizon is multiple year, but is only cash flow at the start and the cash flow at the end, then you can do the compounding. You can take that cash flow ahead and do into 1 plus R raised to N equal to the ending cash flow. Okay, we discuss those questions. And then if there are cash flows everywhere, like year 0 पे भी है, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 में भी है, तो use the CF function and calculate the IRR. So this is how you calculate return. Return for 1 year period, ending minus beginning upon beginning. Return for multiple year period with cash flow only at the start and end. Then take the beginning cash flow into 1 plus R raised to n equal to ending cash flow, and then solve for that R. And if it is like beginning cash flow, ending cash flow, बीच में भी cash flows है, then use CF function and then press IRR. All right. So this, this was the last session of the Foundation to Maths. I have covered almost every function of the calculator except the third row of the calculator, which I didn't get time to cover the third row of the calculator. The third row of the calculator, let me just show it to you. It has following keys. The N, I by Y, PV, PMT, FV. This N, I by Y, PV, PMT, FV are required when you are doing the bond valuation. So just because we didn't get time right now, I couldn't show you the use of third row of the calculator, as well as I didn't show you the frequency ka use. But anyways, I'll cover that in the main lectures. I hope these 3 sessions helped you to understand the maths in the CFA is not that really tough. It's about the use of the financial calculator. Okay. Z table, I didn't demonstrate that in the foundation session, but Z table is also very simple to use. The only 2 challenges are going to be some parts of the probability. As a permutation combination was very easy, but there are certain parts of probability which you might find a little difficult, and something in the hypothesis testing. Apart from that, the time value of money, the statistics, correlation was from statistics, by the way. The Z table, etc., is going to be quite easy. All right. That's it for the day. That's it for the Foundation to Maths 3 sessions. On the Saturday, I'm going to do the Foundation to Account session. Okay. Saturday and Sunday would be Foundation to Accounts session 1 and session 2. Mostly 2 sessions may not be sufficient, so maybe 3rd session would be required. All right. Thank you so much, guys.